13.
See me soar in 2024. Be seen wearing the best and latest styles in eyewear from Courts Optical. Buy one frame and get a second pair for free. Mix and match with your favorite brands. A variety of colors and fresh new styles. Buy one frame and get a second pair absolutely free. Shop today with no cash and pay later. Schedule your free eye exam today at courtsoptical.com. Soar into 2024 with BOGO. Only at Courts Optical. Value you can see. Conditions apply. Offer valid until January 31st, 2024. See in store for details.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and welcome to Activated Mornings this morning for Wednesday, February 7, 2024. Good morning to everyone on their way to work, school, just starting your day. Good morning to those in the diaspora, those listening silently, and of course, thank you for tuning in to 99.9 WEFM. This morning, you're listening to Ari. I would be joined at 7:45 by Relisa, and between 8 to 9, Kenton Chance would be joining us. Unfortunately, today, Christelle won't be in as she has a personal issue. I don't want to say personal issues. It's not personal issues. She has personal responsibilities that she needs to attend to. I want to start by saying those of you who have been teasing me about Miller House coming last in road relay, just know that I am taking these messages to the police, and I do believe that we were cheated yesterday. Miller House was indeed cheated yesterday. Put me on record and say Miller House was cheated yesterday, and if we don't win sports, they cheat. Now, I don't have any evidence to back up my claim, but that's my house, and I dine on it. Unfortunately, on a less upbeat note, we have to talk about a story that's on Searchlight right now. That is a Form 2 student on remand for threatening to stab deputy principal. So, sometime in last year, or was it this year? I'm not sure, but I'll get into it with this story. A Form 2 dropout at the Barley Secondary School went onto the compound and apparently threatened to stab a teacher. So the story reads, a former student of the Barley Secondary School has been remanded into custody for 2 days after he threatened to stab the school's deputy principal. Fennel Kolzak, 18, of Barley, appeared at the Kingston Magistrate Court on February 5th, 2024, before Senior Magistrate Colin John, where he pleaded guilty that on February 2nd, 2024, at Barley, he entered upon the compound of the Barley Secondary School as a trespasser, having a pair of scissors with intent to intimidate, and that he assaulted Rafid Dorham of Barley with intent to wound him. The facts were read by prosecutor Caroline Samuel that stated that Dorham is the deputy principal of the Barley Secondary School, and he was in charge of the school on February 2nd because the principal was absent. While Dorham was heading down a flight of stairs leading toward the Form 1 section, he met Kolzak at the bathroom of the steps, dressed in a black t-shirt and blue jeans pants. He immediately questioned Kolzak if he was a student of the school, and Kolzak replied no. Dorham asked Kolzak to leave the school compound, but the young man kept walking along the corridor until he met a dead end. As a result, Dorham pulled out his cell phone and took a photo of him. Kolzak then told Dorham to delete the photo. Kolzak walked towards Dorham, pulled the scissors from his back pants pocket, and threatened to stab Dorham with the scissors. The court heard that Kolzak swung the scissors at Dorham several times, causing Dorham to back away from him. Kolzak then picked up one of the school's chairs and swung it at the deputy principal in the presence of some students. Dorham eventually escaped, went inside the principal's office, and contacted the police at the Barley police station, where PC 830 Keel entertained the report. Pisikil met Kozak at roadside near the school and informed him of the report that was made against him. He then requested a search of the young man, to which Kozak complied. However, no scissors was found on him. Kozak was then arrested on the suspicion for criminal trespass, offenses, weapon possession, and assault. Later that day, Kozak offered to show the officer where he had hidden the scissors. He directed the officer to some bushes near to where he was arrested. The next day, Kozak was cautioned and interviewed. He also volunteered a statement in writing. He was later arrested for the offenses. Kozak told senior magistrate that he went to the school because he thought the school was having a road relay. But the magistrate pointed out road relay is not at the school, road relay is on the road. Kozak retorted and he saw some children outside the school, retorted that he saw some children outside the school compound, so he went in. So when the deputy principal asked you to leave, why didn't you leave? John asked. Kozak said, I was leaving, adding that he only started threatening Durham because Durham took out his phone and captured him on camera. Kozak told the magistrate that he attended the Barry Secondary School but dropped out at Form 2 because he used to day out of class and thing with company. When you had the opportunity to be in school, you didn't want to be in school, and now you out, you want to go back in, John questioned. John then gave Durham the opportunity to speak for himself on what transpired that day. Durham's testimony was mostly similar to the facts. John then summoned Kozak's mother and asked why her son ended his education at Farm 2. She said because he failed twice. John then asked how come her son was staying back if she was not providing any guidance for him. She said it come like now it's been me one and me not been get nobody for help me. Now, Kozak was remanded into custody until today. So today he should be appearing before the magistrate again to hear his sentence. There's so many questions here to be asked regarding this. Where was the security guard in this matter? How is it that someone in plain clothing, not school uniform, just a regular person, walk up from the street onto the school compound, and there wasn't anyone even to assist the deputy principal? And why is it that he felt so comfortable coming onto the school compound with a weapon, which is a scissors, in his hands? Now, the question I have to ask also is, if it is that he wanted to harm another student, what would have stopped him? What would have stopped this young man from walking onto the Barley Secondary School compound and harming another student? And it's not something that is new to the persons in St. Vincent and Grenadines. Persons who have in the past walked onto school compounds, attacked students, attacked teachers. We've heard of it happening in the Bethel High School. I have seen it happen in grammar school when I was in grammar school. And isn't that the point of the security guards? And it really does sound like in this particular case that the parent has failed the child. I look at the responses from the mother in this story, and this article can be found on Searchlight VC. Look at the responses from the parent, and I would like to know what happened to the security guard that day. Why is it that no one was there to protect the deputy principal, or even protect, or more importantly, I should say, protect the students? What if this young man was after a student that day? Like, what happened is like totally unacceptable. And we're just fortunate that the deputy principal is fortunate to have escaped the situation. But what can be done to curb situations like this from happening? Does the Baga Secondary School have no security? Was there no able-bodied male teachers present? What exactly happened down there that could have resulted in the fatal stabbing of the deputy principal? And more importantly, what can be done to prevent stuff like this from happening in the future? You decided you no longer want to be a part of the school system. Who knows what is it that he's currently doing? 18 years old, you're on Baga Secondary School compound, trying to stab the deputy principal. and your mother don't have more to offer the court than, oh, it was me alone and he failed 2 times, so basically what are you going to do? But situations like this, we really need to question the parents. We really need some sort of counseling, he needs some sort of guidance, because stuff like this they just can't be happening, and we're like, okay, well, it's in the court, and whatever the court do, we pleased with it. This guy, what's his name? This guy, Venel Kolzak, he's not one. He's not an enigma. He's not just one student that came out the blue and could do this. This could be anybody. This could be anybody lying on the block line and deciding, hey, I going on this school, so we're going on in this school today. I in Baga, let me see what's going on in Baga Secondary School. I in Camden Park, let me see what's going on in Bethel. I in Town, let me see what's going on in Emmanuel, Intermediate High School, Grammar School, well, Thomas Anderson High School move up, but I'm sure everybody get the gist. So I'm hoping today in court we at least will get some answers, or he himself will get some guidance. Our message will be sent that you just can't be going on to the school compounds where a number of persons, children, are having their education and bringing a weapon and attempting to assault the deputy principal, the person who is in charge of the school. That is just simply not acceptable. But the time is now 7:35 here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and it's time for Traffic Talk.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.